Okay, now my previous video was about estimating integrals, estimating integrals with trapezoids. This time we're going to use a Riemann sum, and it's going to be a left-hand Riemann sum. So listen carefully as we do this to figure out what the left-hand part of that does to how we do this question. So what we're going to do, we're going to draw a table very like what we did with the trapezoids, but the table is slightly different. We're going to start off with a column interval and width. So first two columns are exactly the same as before. Now we're going to have a C here, and in the notes I use C asterisks, but what we do in practice is I like to indicate LH because this is a left-hand Riemann sum. So this is going to change depending on whether it's a left-hand, right-hand, or midpoint Riemann sum. Now here we're just going to have f of c, and then finally we're going to have w times f of c. Now for the trapezoids, in this last column there was a 1/2 factor in there, but not for Riemann sums. Okay, so here we go. So the intervals are going to be the x intervals. So from 1 to 2, from 2 to 4, and from 4 to 7. Okay, so those are going to be our intervals. The width of each interval is just the gap between each one. So from 1 to 2, that's a gap of 1. From 2 to 4 is a gap of 2, and from 4 to 7 is a gap of 3. Now this is important. It's a left-hand Riemann sum. What you do here, the entry in each row here, is just you're going to go back to the interval and you're going to take the number on the left-hand side of each interval. So it's going to be 1, then 2, then 4. So you look at the interval and you take the number on the left-hand side of it, which is 1. On this one, the left-hand side of that interval is 2, and the left-hand side of this interval is 4. F of c means you look up each of these x values in the table. So if you look up 1 in the table, when x is 1, f of x is 10. So 10. When x is 2, f of x is 15. And when x is 4, f of x is 18. Now you might note that we're not going to use the 720 combination here at all. We're just not using it. Okay? We'll use it later when we do right-hand Riemann sums, but not at the moment. And now in the last column we just multiply the width by f of c. So it's going to be 1 times 10, which is 10. Then we're going to have 2 times 15, and it's always the width. It looks here possibly like it's c times f of c. It's not. It's the width times f of c, and the width times f of c. Again, and then 3 times 14, 3 times 18, I beg your pardon, which is 54. And then we add these, and you get 4, 1, 2 is 4, and 5 is 9, 94. And that is your answer. Okay, so you say the integral from 1 to 7 of f of x dx is approximately equal to 94, using a left-hand Riemann sum. Okay, and that's your answer. Okay, pretty simple and fast. Okay, thanks for watching.